Hey everybody, got another video here for you. Well, it looks like these nails are just a little too short. They're causing it to have to bend down some before it comes back to the pin. Ideally, you want this to be a straight shot. As far as like in this direction goes, you only want them like bend it around the pin that way. So, I'm going to pull the pins out and cut a little piece of wood and give it all the correct finish. A little block of wood to go back here, about this big, out to where my finger is, and it'll go like right there. And I'm going to glue it and pin it to the body after it's been finished with the shogi band stuff, and then I'll drill it for these pins and mount them into this so that they're about 10 millimeters higher, and everything will be a straight shot. Recently I've been starting to think about right size tool for the job. For example, my table saw, it's not really designed to be portable, and it's kind of big for most of my needs. And my little mini table saw that I got for cutting like pickguard material and stuff is just a little on the small side for cutting guitar bodies and things like that. And so maybe something in between the two would be called for that. For something like this, I could break out with the mini table saw, but that seems kind of overkill. And the electric palm sander also seems kind of overkill. So something like this looks to be the right size tool for the job. And just a sanding block and sandpaper, as far as that goes, looks to be the right size tool for the job as well. So yeah, when you're doing small stuff, oftentimes hand tool only, simplest might be the best. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about these things. I do think I might get a smaller table saw perhaps, and I mean, because right now the table saw has become the workbench, and then when I need to cut something, I can just crank up the blade and go for it. Speaking of tools, let me show you one cool new tool that I just recently got. I've been trying to think about speeding up the process and making life easier, and this is something that I got for shaping necks. So this is the tool here. It's a small 12-volt cordless reciprocating saw, and then I got a kit which allows you to attach files and rasps to the reciprocating saw. And so now I basically have a power rasp. And the idea is, after you've hogged off the chunky bits with the angle grinder when you're shaping a neck, then you can come in like this and do this kind of thing in order to do the final, what you would normally do by hand with the Shinto rasp. And I did a test run on just a piece of wood that I marked out as though I were going to shape it like a trapezoid neck, and tried it out, and it does work. So next time I'm doing a neck, you might see me using this thing. But right now, this is the proper size tool for this task. One of these days I gotta do a guitar with a burnt finish. It really is a cool look. Especially for a metal guitar, I'd think. Just kind of do this and then clear coat it in order to seal it, and you're good. Well, I thought I had this all marked out correctly, but once I got a couple strings on, I found out that all my pins were off a little bit to the right. So I had to pull them all out and re-drill all the holes and put them back in again. Everything's looking a lot straighter now, so I'll continue to put the strings on. Well, it took a fair amount of gentle tapping, but I've got the bridge all lined up. String alignment's good. Pins are all nice and straight and at the right height and everything, and lined up straight with the bridge too. So got a nice straight string pull through, getting a nice little kind of arch curve effect going here. And yeah, everything's working. Everything's pulling nice and straight now. So all systems are go. Action is good, and I think it's ready to have some pickups slide in there and see what's up. Oh, I do have to still tune it up though. It's at or above tuning tension, probably right around it. So yeah, I gotta slap a tuner on it. And this is a little string stretcher that I just made right quick. It's just a piece of wood with a notch cut in it. From running it on the number 6 string, it's already kind of enlarged it into a hole. I was thinking you could like do something like this, take something like this in, round it over, and then drill it from the side with a hole, and then use like a fret slotting saw or something like that in order to notch down to where the hole was. Because if you get that hole in there, it's easier that way you don't lose the string as easily when you're going like this and stretching it. And then to use it, you just slip it over the string, bend it a little bit so you're stretching the string a little bit, and then just run along the string. That kind of an idea. I saw an ad for a tool like this once, and I was, lazy and cheap and like, oh, I can just use my fingers. But I decided that like I should probably fab something up, because I'm bad about stretching strings when I put strings on guitars. Because my whole life, the way I would do it is I would just play the guitar. But these days I don't play guitar very much anymore, so string stretching is called for. Well, this is encouraging. For as little guitar as there is here, this thing is surprisingly loud unplugged. So it's all tuned up, and it's time to hook up some pickups and the spectrum analyzer and feed it out of the spectrum analyzer and into the home stereo, one channel, so that we can see and hear what's going on. And yeah, I guess I gotta dig up a whole bunch of pickups now. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this video. So until the next one, everybody, have a good one.